Hey, everybody, and welcome back to your favorite Aunties podcast. We're so excited to be back for episode 3.
Yes,
but before we get into our topic, we got to do our little get to know you section. You ready? Okay, my question for you today is, what is your biggest dating pet peeve? What bothers you the absolute most in dating?
Okay, dating. Let's start with the DM part.
Okay.
So let's say you are sending me the first message. Please don't let it start with like, I'm sorry to bother you, queen.
Not queen.
It's like, yeah.
Anything with queen in it.
Just relax. Like it's the apology. Like, why are you apologizing straight up?
Sympathy card.
I'm sorry, but I just mean to tell you, you're just so beautiful.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah.
Why are you? Let's not do that.
That's the thing.
I think because I'm in sales, I understand how to start off positively.
You know the strategy.
No, I do. So when it's like, let's say for instance, a customer comes in and they've been waiting for a while. I don't say, man, I'm so sorry you had to wait. I'm like, I appreciate your patience.
Right.
Like,
yeah,
because
we do the same thing in teaching. Actually,
really?
They call it sandwiching. So we don't just like tell a parent like, man, your kid bad. Yeah. Right. You have to start off with something positive. We thank you so much for making sure that your child is at school every day on time.
Right.
Now, when they are in class. No.
Okay.
Right. You don't start with that.
Okay. So friend.
Yes.
What's yours?
Okay. My biggest thing is telling me you miss me and not making plans to see me. Like, do you miss me or not?
That's the one, because now these words are beginning to be empty.
That part.
And it's just like, these are sweet nothings.
Right.
In real life. Because let's follow through.
Exactly.
Let's plan.
Right.
Because you on the road to getting blocked. after so many issues.
It happens so much.
I want to see your face.
Okay, well, come see me then.
You just watch my story.
Right.
You saw it there. Let's
yes.
Real FaceTime. Like what's up? Like let's get some follow through.
Something, right? And it'd be a message instead of a phone call, a FaceTime, instead of a, hey, what you doing this weekend?
Yeah.
I miss you. Okay.
So you just want to keep missing me.
Right. I guess it sounds nice.
It sounds nice, but we're not going for nice.
We're going to work on it. But okay. So that was your dating pet peeve. What is your just overall pet peeve in general?
My overall pet peeve, I'm going to have to say like when somebody's not telling the truth to me. Because I feel like I do my best to communicate effectively and to make myself a safe place and a safe space.
Yeah.
For you to just like, be open and honest. So I feel like somebody is like not telling me the truth. I feel like you're trying to insult my intelligence. Because one thing about me, I'm going to make something make sense. And it's going to keep on replaying. The math ain't mathing. And I'm going to start subtracting and dividing something.
Yeah, I feel that. Mine is... Listen, I appreciate that people know that I'm an intelligent person.
Yeah.
But if it's something that you can type in Google, do not ask me.
If it's Googleable.
Half the time, I got to look it up just like you.
Yeah.
So now I got to look it up and then text you the answer. Sir, ma'am.
Please.
Google.com.
Stop.
Oh, yeah.
It were Ask Jeeves.
Come on, you just aged yourself, but
Okay.
Come on back.
So listen, since I talked about my pet peeve being the DMs, you start apologizing or you start this, let's talk about some of the DMs that we get. I feel like they need to know.
Okay.
I feel like they need to know. So for me, I would like to say like the type of DMs that I get, because I'm not super, super active on my social media. Like there'll be days that go by and I haven't posted anything really, especially to my page. But I'll come through and I'll drop like reels for like 5 days and I'm like, y'all had enough.
Yeah.
Or like, but my stories are jumping. So every now and again,
mine too.
I'll get on my stories and somebody will come through and they'll say something and I'm like, all of this, but not from you.
Not from you though. What makes that happen to where it's like the people that you don't want are not interested in are the main people that are like really sliding through, and they come through confident. I mean, like it make me do a double take most times. Like, okay, still no, but okay, still like no. I see you.
It's the persistence that gets to me. Like there's some men, they've been talking to themselves since 2013.
To themselves.
Like I haven't even reacted to anything you said. But but good looking, I appreciate your persistence.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
Do you respond when you're not interested?
That's a hard thing. Yeah. Because you don't want to seem rude, not responding to a DM, but you can't be nice.
That's true.
You can't, and I don't mean to say that in like a mean way, but sometimes you can't be nice to men when they message you, because that it's like when you message me back, it's like, oh, you interested?
Now that is true. Now that is very true. It's like an open door. Yeah. So like whenever I'm in a relationship, I don't respond to any male DMs like at all. Yeah. Because listen, you better not respond.
Wait, no, I don't do that anymore.
You say. Right. So I definitely try to keep that in mind, because there are some people that think like that. Oh, she responded, so it's an open door. No.
Okay. No, you're right. So that is pretty interesting. So your stance on DMing the opposite sex when you're in a relationship is no. Just because sometimes you may have a pure heart in it, but the other person doesn't.
Exactly.
And you don't want somebody coming to you woman to woman.
Woman to woman.
Or man to man.
Or woman to
man. Your girl reacted to what I said.
Yeah.
First of all, I just reacted to it. I didn't.
Yeah.
But it's like, man, I can have your girl. No.
So do you think it's possible to have like platonic conversation with married men in your DMs?
That's a hard thing, because it's like I feel like if I know them before they're married and I have a relationship with their wife, then it's cool. But it's just a hard thing. I don't think that there's a super
it's the
right
optics for me.
Wrong. Yeah. I don't think there's a super right or wrong answer to it, just because you got to literally fill it out. But I will say this. I'm not like super, super, super friendly. Like, I always will acknowledge the wife, like, hey, how's everybody doing? Like, I'm not just going to like have it between us or something, or it's just very short. It's just, I feel like you got to kind of weigh that out whenever you're talking about that.
Do. For me, like if I know them in person is one thing, but it's the ones that I don't know you, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that you're DMing me or you're responding to my stories, because that's a big thing people do now, because they don't just want to slide. They'll just respond to your stories. Yeah. But then I go to your page and your wife is there. I'm like.
And your 2 children as your header.
That part.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is something that you have to pay attention to.
It gets really strange though, because sometimes like you'll have a pure heart and then next thing you know, somebody will like go real left with it.
Yes.
And it's like, you took those vows.
You did, not me.
First of all, you chose.
Why do I care about it more than you?
No. Why am I scared?
Like, I'm single.
No. I am single, and I am like, oh my God, am I about to get in trouble because somebody's saying something to me? Yeah. Because the last thing I want is somebody's wife coming at me sideways. Yeah. For like literally just responding to a message, and it's not even like the message is like wild all the way.
Yeah.
It's
no. It's just the optics.
It's just a hard thing.
Yeah,
I think it's just a really hard thing. And I think as long as you keep yourself pure in it and you do your best, or you realize, hey, I don't know, and just stop messaging or something like that. Because I feel like it's not necessarily just a black and white answer.
Right. It's not. So when somebody slides in your DMs, what's the first thing that you do?
I'm going to check that page.
Hey, we're going to check that. Okay, but when you go to the page, what are you looking for?
Okay, listen, to my my listeners and my viewers, y'all don't come for me, okay? I'm just, because I'm keeping it real. We keep it real.
Absolutely.
Aunties, one thing your auntie's gonna do is keep it real.
Absolutely.
Okay. So if a gentleman messages me, first thing I'm looking for in this page is children. Offspring.
Offspring.
I'm looking to see if you have some offspring, because for me, that's a no. You could be everything.
But also I've met people who have them and don't post them.
Okay. Well, that's when I put my FBI hat on. I'm going to find them kids. I'm going to find them.
Okay. So after the kids, what are you checking for?
I'm checking to see like, what are you posting?
Yes.
Because your social media isn't everything. It's what you allow people to see.
But I completely understand that.
Oh, yes. So I want to see what piece of you you're wanting to show. I want to see the type of content that you're uploading. And I want to see if that translates to your messages.
That's good.
Like if you the type that's, black on black.
Yeah.
And then, I'm all for being this type of male and, this type of man and da. But then it's like the chivalry is so dead with you.
Yeah.
So why are you posting those things,
right,
but trying to give me something else?
Right.
That's my thing. Now, what do you do when they slide in?
So DMs? I definitely look at pictures. You throwing the middle finger
angles?
Up or nah?
The angles.
What angles?
Yes.
Are we taking the 1995 selfie angle?
Yeah.
Or are we in 2022? But the big thing for me is when you are typing, what is your grammar like? Are you putting periods in your sentences or is it just all running together? Is your spelling so bad that I don't even know what you're trying to say?
Now, is this the teacher in you?
I like people who are articulate, not to say, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I know I've had situations where we're texting back and forth and I literally have to read it like 3 times. Like, okay, wait. What
Can
were you
send a voice memo, please? Because I don't.
What were you trying to say? Because I'm lost. So it's important to be able to express yourself in a way where people understand you. And then you should want, like you said, to present yourself in a certain way. Not to say that everything has to be absolutely perfect.
Right.
But it should be understandable.
Yeah. Like there should be some decorum. Come on. Because I need to know that, especially in our age bracket.
Like, for sure.
Come on, Unc.
Come on, Unc.
Because we the aunties, so come on, Unc.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know that you're concerned about what your company sees. If you have a business, if you're patriots, if the people who are buying from your business, if they look at you like, do I want to do business with this type of person? Like, do I share the same views? Like, I want to know that you're sharing things properly.
Right.
Like, I want to know that you got your head on straight because I feel like your social media kind of just shows where your mindset is.
It should. Now, I know some people will argue to say that their social media is not, necessarily a representation of who they are.
Right.
But it should be.
Yeah. I mean, at least a piece of you because to a certain degree, I can say that because of just my belief system and as far as my life goes. There's only so much stuff that I'm going to put on my social media or that I will want everybody to see just because, I still want to be an example to the kingdom. Like I still want to be right.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I can understand how somebody said, my social media isn't everything because like my story right now, you can see me listening to R&B, but then you can also see me having some Marvin Sapp or something going on. Like, so
no, I get that, but it shouldn't be somebody completely separate from who you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's also a thing too, because you're paying attention to, do they share every single thing? Because are they going to be running to social media when we get into it? So or big. You know what I mean? Like, do you have any kind of boundaries? Like what does your page give off from you? Because I need to know, because that's probably what you'll do in the relationship. Because that's another dating pet peeve. Like, don't get on here posting stuff like we've been in a fight. Don't be sub posting.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about me.
Yeah.
Take it down.
Yeah. No, for real.
Yeah.
Real quick. So how do you think social media has affected you desiring to actually meet somebody?
I don't think it's affected that. I actually think it's a great way to meet people. For me, like, because my page is open, it has provided a lot of opportunities just to meet people in general. So I actually think that social media has taken the place of like having to get on a dating website or a dating app, or I know they still exist. Yeah. But for me, social media, it provides that, you know what I mean? And it puts it all in one place. And I like that, like we said, you can go see more about them.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I think after I've done my snooping, after I've seen what I need to see.
I was on your grandma page and your auntie, and I saw that your mama had a birthday yesterday.
Basically.
Tell her happy birthday.
Yeah, because you put my business out. No. Like on the first date. So like, how was your mom's retirement party?
What? Did I tell you about that?
Don't worry about it. Anyway, how's your veal? Like, I think for me, after I've done my snooping, that's when I'm like, okay, let me DM back, or let me just.
Yeah, it definitely dictates what kind of response you get. Yeah. Or if you get one at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, about that.
So, okay. As it relates to dating, when it comes down to you actually going on these dates or being in a relationship, how do you feel about posting them?
So a very popular artist named Cardi B. Have you heard of her?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Very popular.
She said, if ain't no ring on my finger, you ain't going on my gram.
and no,
that's what she said.
But that's real.
That's real.
Yeah, when I pop out on the day I get married and my last name is changed, I don't want to hear
that part.
Anything.
Might just change the last name and not even post the picture. Just notice.
Yeah. Who did she marry? Gotta see me out.
No face, no case.
No, right. But I do, I don't know, I'm kind of 50-50 with it.
Yeah.
I do definitely want to wait until it's wholehearted, like extremely serious. Like we're absolutely in a relationship, maybe engaged is when I might do that. But with the way these engagements go,
yeah,
like I don't know, it's hard. It's hard because like you want a soft launch, but it's like nah,
soft launch. Have you ever posted somebody before?
I have.
Okay, it's the cleanup for me when it's all over. Like,
but you know what? I've learned you got to keep it cute. Keep it in the story. 24 hours. That's all you get. That's all you get. Because that page, because you see my social media. I don't really have like a lot on my page. So it's like, ta-da!
Yeah.
Right there. It's like, so I wouldn't have to go back very far to delete something, but I'm not backtracking.
No. And I also feel like, okay, well, when you post them, would you tag them?
No.
Because everybody finna be looking.
Do your own detective work.
I've only posted one person before and it was like one picture. And then everything else was in the stories and it still wasn't like full on pictures. It was like, there go his hand.
Oh, so she writing passages today. So since you said that you're going to go look at their pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
When you go back and you message them, what is it that you would desire from the messaging? Like, do you want him to hurry up and ask you for your number, or do you want to keep on in the DMs? Like, how do you want that to build up?
I think the DM should have a time limit. Like, I don't mind being vetted. I actually appreciate you taking a little bit of time because I feel like if you go too fast, I'm like, well, who else number you got today? If you just asking everybody for their number all willy-nilly.
Yeah.
So I don't mind like an intentional conversation in the DMs before, but let's not stay there.
Yeah.
I have people right now who are in my DMs, have been there for a couple months and I don't have their number and they've never asked for mine.
Yeah.
Now
that's weird to me. Like, it's like, do you enjoy just having conversations with people in your direct message?
But I do understand. I feel like IG kind of crippled it because now you can call, you can video through there, you can voice memo through there. And so it puts it kind of like, but I still feel like you should want my number because if I ever just be like, I don't feel like getting on IG today.
Yeah.
You can't contact me.
Yeah. And your number is a little bit more personal.
It is.
Because I feel like there's only so much conversation that we can have there. And I'm good for picking up the phone to call.
Yeah.
I don't like texting. So therefore I don't like messaging. The
older I get, the less I like to text. I'll voice memo before I send a text.
Now I'm good for a voice memo.
As long as you got an iPhone,
Yeah. We're Apple ministry all day.
Apostolic. Amen.
Apostolic, yes.
Amen.
Yes. Them Androids, hey, do your thing. All of our Android listeners.
We are yet praying for you.
Yes. We believe in your conversion.
But no, I'll voice memo before I text. But no, the DMs has a time limit. Now, maybe like if we're talking every day, a week? That's too long. A week max. Like,
but you know what?
You should be like, hey.
3 days.
3 days? Yeah. 3 days. If you're really interested. That's why I feel like a lot of people are not necessarily serious.
Yeah.
They just want conversation. They just want something to do. Cause I'm like, why don't you want it?
I feel like social media has really played a part in that because you have so many options. You can get in touch with so many people.
Right.
And it doesn't matter their location or this. And you can talk to so many people. And I feel like because you have all of those options, it's hard for you to dwindle it down, especially when you're not necessarily looking for something serious or desiring something serious.
That's true.
So of course you can be in the DMs for months on end because you don't want nothing for real.
You don't. That's what I'm saying. It does help to like weed out. And I think that's something that we've come to just from like doing self-work and then the place where we are in life where we know what we want and we know who we are.
Right.
To where you can, well, for me, I know that you handle things differently. For me, I categorize.
Yeah.
So if you've been in my DMs for a couple months, you never asked for my number, you're in a separate category for me. One that I'm not going to take seriously. Yeah. I'm not going to block you like some other people sitting here today. But
okay, the block party. Do you want to come?
But I've already mentally put you somewhere else in my mind. You know what I'm saying? So I do categories. So you pick which one you want to be in.
Okay. So you and I were talking the other day. And, this was a while back, but I know that we talked about it just a few days ago.
Yeah.
When I was telling you that I finally got on a dating app, I was like, no, friend, I'm gonna be serious. Like, I actually want to do this. I'm going to allow myself to be out there. I'm not going to stay in my shell. You know, I'm going to give it. Mm-hmm. And y'all.
She gave it her best.
I did the best that I could. I promise you.
Sanctified
I did the best. And I didn't even think it was that bad. Okay. So I was like, I'm not really getting as much as I thought I was. Or like, maybe it's me, because there were men who were messaging me. Yeah. But me being how I can be sometimes. Mm-hmm, all the time. I was just like, no. Yeah. So finally, I'm like, okay, I just don't get it. And then we were just like sitting in my room. You were like, let me see your profile.
Right. Let me look at it.
She immediately.
I said, oh, this is why.
Saw like one of my prompts. And y'all, I promise you, by no means do I ever hide my faith at all. No. Because it's truly something that's very, very important to me. Mm-hmm. But I at least want them to know, like, y'all, I'm not one of them like weird Christian girls. Like, because sometimes we can be very weird. Oh,
for sure.
And I'm like, no, y'all, I'm still down to earth. Like, just relax. So I give her the phone and tell them what you saw.
So whatever the prompt was, what was the prompt? Like, it was something like, here's something about me. No. Here's what I would like to know about you.
Yeah.
And it was like, my relationship with the Lord is very important to me. And I would like to know what your relationship with the Lord is like.
Because faith is important to me. But I didn't think that I sounded like that saying it.
To me, and that's the thing you have to be careful of when it comes to this type of dating, is that you're going off of text, not what somebody is saying. Right. So this is their first impression. And I feel like you have to be careful at the intersection of spirituality and dating. Because although we are very spiritual, very much saved, love the Lord,
love Him,
everybody doesn't want you to lead with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's very important.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying hide it or anything like that. Yeah. But sometimes they just want to know, like,
can I have fun with her?
Yeah.
And it's like, you can. Like I said, you're going to love it here.
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing.
Totally get it. But when you lead with that, they like, oh.
And then you were like, you didn't even say God. You said the Lord.
The Lord. Okay. Surprised you didn't say the Holy Spirit.
Does he speak to you? Somewhere Are you filled with the Holy Ghost of the evidence? Can you prophesy?
Can you type in tongues?
But the other prompts, they were good, right?
Yeah, no. Yeah, but that was like at the top.
It was like,
so they probably was like,
it was like the first one.
The same way you were saying nope.
No, right. Probably. Nope. Okay, all right. and I took it. I took your advice and we switched my profile around. Y'all, she came from my pictures.
Yeah, and I'm not even like the dating app expert. I just know that you have to present yourself in a certain way for people to like pique interest.
Right.
You know what I'm
first
saying?
of all, let me just say, I did not have like any clergy wear on or anything like that. Like, it wasn't that bad, y'all.
Blazers. Did you have on a suit in one of them, or was it just a blazer? Probably the whole suit. Probably the whole suit.
Probably, because your girl is stylish. So it was
all of them were cute. I don't know. I just feel like there's a strategy to social media and dating, and whether that's apps or IG or Facebook or whatever, where there's something that people are looking for. And if you're trying to put some bait out there, not saying you got to show all your skin or nothing like that. You just want to show that you're an interesting person that can have fun, you know?
But even just talking about like the showing skin part, because I know that.
Ooh-wee.
Ooh, wait, do you want to?
That's probably a whole
that's
a whole another thing. Okay. But going back to the spirituality and dating, how much is too much? Because I've been on the phone with somebody who preached a whole sermon and I was like, sir,
this is our first
what's your favorite color?
What movies do you like?
Praise the Lord. But hallelujah. But I'm not like at church right now.
No, serious. And like a whole, baby, a whole
scriptures. Scriptures quoted.
Like back in the Hebrew, all that. Like,
mind you, this was our first time talking on the phone.
And what gets me is when they talk for like 45 minutes.
And don't breathe.
And on my day, it was cool. Yeah, well, I went to work had lunch, you know.
Yeah.
And then it's like, lunch. Yeah, see, that reminds me, you know, I was meeting with some deacons the other day and they decide.
Calm down.
Please.
Yeah.
First of all, yes, it's important to me, like what you believe, but I don't need to know about what you and the other revs, the other deacons, the other prophets, the other this, the other that. Like, I need to know how you are as a person.
As
because,
a person,
of course, kingdom work gonna come, but
absolutely.
Sir.
Yeah.
Like,
we're human.
No, seriously. Like, do you play Uno? Because that's my game.
Right.
Like, do you enjoy museums? Because that's what I like to do.
Exactly.
Do you paint? Do you hunt? Do you fish? Are you outdoorsy?
Yeah.
Can you change my tire?
Can you change my tire?
I need to know what's going on with you more than that, because sometimes I find that when you're talking about spirituality too much, like the others on the other side, the men of God, they don't want you to be like, so man of God, like what's going on? It's like,
absolutely.
Can we not? It's like,
as soon as I mention, pastor, minister, stop, don't do that.
It's not Sunday. It's not Wednesday.
And I understand, because we all need a place where we don't have to be that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, title, I respect and honor titles, but also I'm Nia with no microphone and no pulpit or no podcast, whatever it is. Yeah. I'm Nia. And so people want to be seen outside of that. Yeah. So I have to like keep that in mind as well. And that's why I told you about your profile, because I know when I see that from somebody, then I automatically assume certain things about them and how this is about to go. So I know that they probably do the same thing.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to, like, you know, put them in that brother in Christ category.
You know, but I don't know. I can't speak for others, but I know, like, when it comes to dating, as far as like from my belief system, navigating that is so hard, because so many people will tell you, oh, it's supposed to look like this. Oh, you're supposed to do this. Oh, you're supposed to do that. You know, don't hold hands and date in public. Go out, do couples dates and stand up, you know, yeah. Just and it's like, to a certain degree, I absolutely do agree with some of those things, but it's like, what if I don't get off work until 7:00? What if the movie we want to see is at 8:30?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, gotta maintain the holiness.
Yeah. And can we also talk about the standard that we have to set? Because I feel like people haven't actually told us, like, it's more than just they're a believer. Just because they are a believer, they go to your church and whatever else, that doesn't mean they're the one for you.
Yes. But I think that our church culture has done like a really good job of being like, there's one.
Oh, yes.
There's that one in the 99. There's that one.
There's that one.
And there's that one for you, but but as a woman, you just gotta work. You just gotta serve. You gotta wait diligently. You gotta keep yourself. You gotta do this. You gotta do that.
Finds a wife. You gotta be found, woman of God. Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing? Will you be found in the field, or will you be found in the club? Well, actually,
probably both.
Reverend, didn't you meet your wife in the club?
Come on.
No, we're not doing. Oh, okay. No. Because I'm just trying to figure out. It's like, where do you figure out that line? Because I know for me, navigating faith and dating is it's something serious, because in our age bracket, you know, me and Unc, we might want to go take a trip before we get engaged, and it's like, then we got to think about, how do we remain pure on vacation? How do we remain pure here, let alone on vacation?
That part, because down the street from the house.
So you got to figure out like what your boundaries are there, and like, are you going to be okay with taking a trip? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do that? But it's like, we're not prepared, or we're not taught like the right things in real life. Were you trying to teach us something that you learned in 1939? Like, can you stop?
Yeah.
Mother Bernice.
Please.
No, because it's like,
no, I understand. It's outdated and nobody updates it, because the only people you hear talking about it are married. Yeah. So how can they tell you how to date? They ain't been in the game in 10 years. Yeah. Or either they've been married since they were 19 and 18, or they just got married 2 weeks ago and you're in a relationship coach. All the advice in the world. Ma'am, can we just get to the 7-year mark? Please, just let it simmer a little bit. Let's let it cook and see. Because it's a lot going on. It is. I want to get off the hamster wheel. And it's so hard sometimes as a single, just saying like, hey, I wouldn't mind being with somebody, because you are met with so much judgment. You're not content with yourself. Yeah, you're not. So grateful. The Lord is not enough for you? You're not enjoying your single season? There are seasons in life, and they'll shift when they shift, and God's timing, and God makes everything beautiful in its time. And and I wholeheartedly agree.
And how long has it been beautiful for you? Thank you. I don't know. It's like it's never safe being a single.
Yeah.
And then it seems like from the other side, when you are married, it's like it's never just enough for you to be married.
Yeah.
Then they pressure you to have kids.
Yeah.
And then once you have the kids, well, when's another one? Okay, well, what are they going to do for college? Okay, well, how are you going to parent? It's like, how about we just, find our own way as it relates to being led by Holy Spirit, and then
and find your own joy. Because to be honest, the older I've gotten, the more I see like the people that you think are like your relationship goals, they're not even happy.
No,
they're not.
And there were so many like Instagram couples I was like following, like Christian couples. I was like, oh my God, I'm rooting for you guys. I'm rooting for you. I just know they're going to get married. Break up next week.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what happened? Because y'all just put out a YouTube video on how to resolve arguments. And I'm on there taking my notes.
Yeah.
And it's like,
gotta be careful with the relationship goals, because people are putting on for social media or they're putting on for church.
No, right. But definitely our spirituality, it ties a lot into.
Absolutely. They're not two different things. They just, like I said, it's an intersection.
I still feel like we scratched the surface on dating, but
there's so much to say about it.
But we're going to get back to it.
We are. Oh, we have so much.
Yeah.
We have so much. Yeah. We'll get back to it.
So this episode has been really, really amazing.
Yes.
Because I feel like we kind of let you guys in on some different things that are going on with us as it relates to dating. I meant
to say, girl, I didn't even say, but okay.
No, we're going to write it down, because Auntie got to write stuff down. Okay, so we're going to write it down. We're going to bring that back to you guys. And we're going to be super excited to bring to you episode 4.
Yeah.
So please make sure you write your reviews, you subscribe, you like, you comment. We would love to hear from you. That way, when we talk about relationships and dating again, we can answer some of you all's burning questions.
Yeah. What are your dating pet peeves? Let us know.
Like, no, I would
probably agree.
No. We're probably all going through the same thing.
Right.
Singles unite. Well, until next time, we love you all so much. It was really good.
Yes, it was.
All right, y'all.